take, and I can't wait to tell you. But now, let's go and get the youngest part of the family on now, right now. Let's go on and get these Periscope folks up. You know what I'm saying? Get them up. Good morning, brother Anubis. How you doing this morning? Heard the day for us. So if you take a moment to look that up, taking me time to get this Instagram family up, and and I am just shots out. It was yesterday, but shouts out to Carnell Willoughby. Happy birthday, brother. If you ever see this post, so we're gonna go and start that. We're gonna start Instagram. Why is Instagram so difficult? I mean, I don't understand this. It is what it is. Instagram, I'm gonna have to leave y'all alone in a minute because this is highly ridiculous. Shouts out, good morning to Miss Christine Lowe. Good morning. How are you doing? So, start an Instagram video. Will not allow me. We're gonna start Instagram over, and we're gonna start our process. Because I can't be hindered by no foolishness at this time. Speaking of being hindered by foolishness, today is revelry. A fantastic visionary or impractical idea that will never come to fruition, or will they? C-Lo. Shouts out to Miss Tiandra. Oh, Miss Tiandra, if you over here, I don't have to, because I have problems getting Instagram up. Because I'm here. Thanks for thinking of us on IG. Yeah, because I sure was. I'm thinking about, I don't know, Periscope. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. I want to thank y'all for joining us. This conversation. I need to get the family ready for the show tonight. Now, I will be sending out the text. I will be late because in the Dean of Students, I have to be at the skating party. If any adult foolery jumps off, I am there to counteract or defend my kids. We talk warrior talk all the way up until it's time to do some warrior shit. And nobody want to be a warrior when it's time to do that warrior shit. Trust me, I've been in those situations. I said I want to make sure. Maybe can you get kicked off Instagram? Oh, there you go. All right, cool. Several times. I don't understand. Camera around. Crack-a-lacking. Because I got some major announcements to do. And we got to really, really start talking about these principles, family, because we just got to refine how we practice them. How we practice them. You can't, Instagram is no different. Oh, I'm at, Facebook on Instagram. All right, so y'all know how we do it here at Gye-Nyame Journey. I want to thank everybody that's taking time to listen to the podcast, because the announcement that I have is going to affect you directly. Everybody else, me right now, it might not. But those people that take time to listen to the podcast, especially those popular podcasts, and I can honestly say with my podcast, worldwide, that sounds so hot. Worldwide is Folk Tales for Grown Folks, right? Also, I want to send shots out because I think it was Anubis that brought a brother in that's from Ghana, who's been checking out. And I've been trying to get some, contact with Ghana, because eventually when Gye-Nyame Journey, Daily Toast, let me just say, when my tribe takes our first international trip as a collective, we want to touch down is in Ghana. So Not only is my wife connected, but I want to have connections over there. And it's a brother that's been checking out our streams from Ghana. Any further ado, come on now, lift your glasses, get your water, get your water. Drink your water. What's wrong with my music? Drink your water. Lift your glass and 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 drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Take a breath and drink your water. Take a breath and drink your water. Take your breath and drink your water. Take your breath and drink your water. Drink, 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 breathe. Drink, breathe, drink, breathe. Move your body, drink some water. 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 Drink, move, drink, move. Drink, move, drink, move. Now lift your glass and toast your ancestors. 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 Live, drink, live, drink. Maybe I should say this. Live, toast, live, toast. Now lift your glass to drink your water. And take your breath to drink your water. Move your body, drink some water. Lift your glass and toast your ancestors. Live, toast, breathe, toast. Live, breathe, toast, toast. All right, enough of that. All right, family, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, putting up with my momentary madness. Y'all know how it goes down. I got to get hyped up to do the show because I am so excited. I am so excited. It was so much stuff that happened yesterday. And I just want to run through it real quick. But first, I have to let you know you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey. Of course, you know this is the Daily Toast, and I want to send shouts out to every last one of my Daily Toasters because some of y'all are serious about this. Well, you know what? And that's so hot, right? And of course, you know there's a Art of Summer production. But we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Now, some of the old paradigms we need to blow up is how we practice our principles, how we look at our principles, right? So another reason that I started Daily Toast was one, because it's like we got a language disparity. Like, for example, Columbus, you know what I'm saying? You know, I could say something and somebody else will say something and we all almost was saying the same thing, but we don't have in a sense a common vocabulary. And one of the things that helps West Asians stay in control is their unified vocabulary. We can see it falling apart right now. they're talking about, you know what I'm saying? And you got two different parties and they beefing and stuff. But that, you know, usually that's just like to get rid of the weak. You know what I'm saying? You always have conflicts between factions of power to get rid of the weak and the old blood, right? Because according to the world that they live, only the strong survive. Period. You know what I'm saying? This is the world that they live in. This is the reality that they have created. And we need to understand that. So it's like, yo, you know, we can see them falter a little bit, but one thing they will unite on. One thing they will unite on is putting their thumb on us. You know what I'm saying? They ignore all of our issues. We'll scream about DACA. You don't hear nobody talking about reparations. Scream about nobody talking about the school to prison pipeline. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? I mean, you got little underground currents. None of this, it makes a major discussions. And we have to be clear about this, family, because once they have a unified language when it comes to ruling, we want to get in power, we have to develop a unified language. And what do I mean? Not to sound alike, no, but you know, when we're talking, this is one of the reasons, like I said, I'm going through the stories and all this and then saying stuff like, you know what I'm saying, the number system. But hold on, Brother Kwame says, which is very important, we need vendors for the Malcolm X celebration, May 19, 2018 at the Millennium Community School. Save the date, right? See, because I need people to understand, right? Because I know, because, you know, I was new at this at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? When I came to the African Center for Study and Worship, you know what I'm saying? I thought I had the solutions. I thought I was brand new. You know, I discovered African. I'm like, man, black folks ain't been studying this. Black folks, I walk into a room full of people that's been, so I'm hot right now because I've been reading for 6 months. I run into the African Center for Study and Worship for 35 years. I wasn't even 30. I was 21 running in, like, you know, like I had answers. And we get these type of people in our community. This is why it's important for us to have some type of rights. You know what I'm saying? And some type of initiation. Why? That helps unify the language. 2, that helps people get in where they fit in. Because sometimes you got people that want to jump in and not be where they think they are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're not saying nothing, you're not speaking nothing new to us. You might have an original idea. You ain't saying nothing new to us. Right? Have you thought about that? Have you thought about this? And it's not necessarily to slow you down, but it's kind of to protect us, because a collective where individuals in our collective at my age right now will be able to pull out COINTEL program files on themselves. Not just reading about this shit, pulling out files on themselves and be like, you need to go on and do a record request with the FBI so that they can send you all the stuff that they got on you. On me. You hang with me. So it's just a matter of time before you get a record. Brother Quasi says, be down with the wise, etc. Even make songs to celebrate their eggs. And it's incredible, man. You know, so that I wanted to talk about today was collective work responsibility, because on Ujaama resources. See, because once again, now, for example, we talk about cooperative economics. Niggas start thinking we talking about money. At the bottom rung of cooperative economics. I need y'all really understand this. Money, well, money is a note of trade. You know what I'm saying? Money is fiat currency, which means that it's not backed by anything. It's a symbol. Like I be telling y'all about these stories that motherfuckers don't think is for grown folks. We exchange symbols, and those symbols have value. They are holders of value. When we get to rediscussing Ujaama. We're not talking real Ujaama if we're stuck on money. About economics. Economics is the science of resources, not the science of money. I need y'all to be clear about that. It's not the science of money. It's the science of resources. Being able to monitor how resources flow, what resources are in the community, what resources are in the earth, what resources are in the air, what resources can we use to sustain our bodies and protect our people. Resources. With a fiat currency, something can hit and that shit is gone. And the only thing that's really going to be of value are those things that we can use in the moment. What resources we have around us. But another way that we look at Ujaama wrong is that we think it's about money, but then we go about practicing Ujaama or Ujaama the wrong way. Dollars are based on the receiver's faith that it will exchange for something you value, and also the fear of the United States military. Let's be honest. A perfect combination. Together, you and me. Nation. Fear and faith. I will never, never, never not take it. You know what I'm saying? Because America will blow your ass up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, really, y'all got to understand that is the faith in the money as well as the fear. You know what I'm saying? So now, back to the point. A lot of us, we practice our principles backwards. Now, I had to deal with this because shamefully, there's something backwards. Those of you that know me, this me, I've been podcasting. I got over 1,000 shows. You know what I'm saying? I'm over 1,000. Like I'm close to 1,500 shows just on Gye-Nyame Journey. That ain't counting the other 9 stations. Not counting folk tales for grown folks. That's not counting tribal quotes. That's, you know what I'm saying? Just with Gye-Nyame Journey, one that I'm podcasting on right now, I got almost 1,500 shows. I've been doing this about Spreaker since they developed the app, since they had an app. My phone, I've been doing this. Family, I have podcasted from Simba Camp. I have interviewed Harry Belafonte. I have podcasted and had to, you know, the only thing I'm mad about is that when I had an opportunity to chill and talk with Geronimo Pratt, that podcast wasn't out yet. But even then, I had a recorder. This how I know people fucking with me, right? I had an interview with Geronimo Pratt. And I'm gonna give all of y'all a quiz, right? Because all of us, what organization did Geronimo Pratt belong to? Gye-Nyame exclusive. Gye-Nyame exclusive. I got witnesses. What organization did Geronimo Pratt belong to? I'm gonna give y'all a couple minutes to answer that. I'm gonna come back to that. Y'all remind me about that. What organization did Geronimo Pratt belong to? And yes, it's a trick question. And the answer is going to mess up most of us because most of us been fed our history by other people. I got this shit from the man himself. He came to my cabin to speak to my kids. Thank you for the answer, but he was not a Black Panther. Check this out. Check this out. I know motherfuckers out there gonna be mad, right? When I spoke to Geronimo, when I spoke to Elder Jajaga, right? He was like, he was a member of the Deacons of Defense, and he was sent to California by the elders. As a matter of fact, his elders sent him to Vietnam so that he could learn. When he came back, he was sent by the Deacons of Defense California to train those boys called the Black Panthers. So actually, he was a consultant of the Black Panthers. I'm telling y'all what he told me. Now, I had all this on tape. I had the whole conversation on tape, but due to somebody not listening to me, they left my door unlocked. Right? Let me tell you how I know that I'm being watched. So, unlocked one door, had $2,000 worth of equipment, maybe more than that, of clean, and I had an old dirty gym bag, right, with a Gye-Nyame symbol on it. And the only thing that was missing out of the van was the bag with my interview. The bag with my interview, I'm still mad about that. Now back to Ujaama. So y'all know when we do the numbers, I talk about the one is you, number systems, but this one is to clarify the language. One is you, two is the 2 hours that you spend within a 24-hour period getting your learning about you. You know what I'm saying? Preparing to be good or master what it is. You know what I'm saying? 2 hours in every 24-hour period for personal development. I call it the 224 self-help process. If you look that up, hashtag 224 self-help process, you will find that connected to every last one of my videos. Because that's what Gye-Nyame Journey is all about. It's all about self-recreation. It's all about us moving ourselves to another level, because we're no good to the collective if we are messed up. If a cell is messed up in the body, and it can start influencing other cells. The movie, you know what I'm saying? The movie Deacons of Defense. Now, he gave me a little bit of his history, right? And one of the reasons that I didn't upload it immediately was because Gaylord told me, said, don't let nobody see this shit. Don't let nobody hear this. You know what I'm saying? There's no statute, because on some of the shit that he told my boys, the statute of limitations. This is how serious. I mean, this is how serious. This is the level of people that we run with, family. He told me, he looked at me. He said, "Brother, I'm giving you something that I wouldn't give Oprah, and Oprah wanted to give me over $1 million." I said, "God damn." It's gonna be. I know there's gonna be some haters out there, right? And that's cool. Right? One of them safe in China right now, and he was in the room, and he all the time. He was in the room. Talk to him and say, "Hey, why don't you come back and sit down and talk with my kids?" But this is what, when you start networking on national level, this is one of the reasons, like I say, listen, I might not, yeah, but that's my family. And if they need something from me, they could get it, because some of the experience that I got working with them, I could never replace. But now let me go on. I digress. So you got 2, 4 self-help process. You got the 3, which is the 3 levels of learning: memorization, intelligence of the mind, and the highest intelligence of the heart. You got the 4 things that you need to stay healthy. Oh, come on, say it. You got to breathe properly. You got to drink your water. Drink your water, right? You got to eat culturally appropriate food. This is where a lot of us fall down, family. A lot of us are not looking into our culture. Once again, if you took the Nguzo Saba challenge, you should have got a link to this thing called the African Heritage Diet. If you don't got the link, look up African Heritage Diet right now, because there are certain things, there are certain herbs that you can add to your food. There are certain oils that you can start taking. You know what I'm saying? There are certain there's certain foods that you can start adding to your diet now that will help fortify your health. And last but not least, movement. 4. Then you got 5 parts of your being. We talk about this all the time, right? Intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. Brother Hatim, what this got to do with Ujaama? Right? What does that have to do with Ujaama? There you go with that, right? I'm unifying the language so I can tell you this. Family, we're fucking up on our principles because most of us want to practice our principles from in. We want to start with emoji out here rather than looking at the emoji in here. Kujichagulia out here rather than practicing Kujichagulia in here and in here. Ujaama out here. But Brother Hatim is collective work and responsibility. How can you practice that internally? Give me a second. I'm going to break it down for your ass. I'm not playing with y'all. Then you got Ujaama. Cooperative economics. Economics happen outside you, Brother Hatim. They don't happen inside you. All right, family, I want y'all to think about this. All right. I just talked about all these levels of learning. I talked about that. And I put numbers on. Right? All this stuff. And I just gave you 5 parts of your being. Most of us is running around with 2 parts of our being working. The other parts are out doing their own shit. How can I practice and talk about unity? Talk about self-determination? You know what I'm saying? Ujaama, when the 5 parts of my being are not working together. This is why I use the hand and I hold it like this. Mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. When you bring them together, that you can give this system a black eye with. But when and the let's say the emotions are off, you can't punch nobody like that. Like that. You can't work with your hand like that because you got one finger up. All you doing is sending a symbolic gesture, letting everybody know that you ain't got it together. You understand what I'm saying? Or if it's like that. A lot of us are like this. You know, I mean, it's like the parts of our being we're not practicing unity internally first. We're not practicing. And let me tell you how Ujaama is not being practiced right. Right? Look for money from outside of us, but we'll never pull money from ourselves. We'll never pull on our own personal resources. Many of us have resources in us that we haven't even tapped into yet. Gonna overthrow somebody. Talking about, can you please repeat the 5 parts of your being? The mental, the emotional, the spiritual, the physical. We're gonna talk about them a little bit more. I almost said it. This Amani during the divine because I'm gonna finish my part of the divine conversations. Because in order to have a good story, intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical, 5 levels. Right? You know what I'm saying? In order to, you know what I'm saying, intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. That's right. All right. So a good story moves you on those. Your symbols, the symbols should speak to all those. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some of us, we don't even, like symbols, money. Some of us that got money where our palms start itching and we knew that was coming. That's intuition. We got it. We started thinking with our mind on how we was going to use it. When it moved our emotions, we got excited and we might have started jumping around. And then it touched us spiritually. Matter of fact, it might have felt so good that we might have started crying because I don't believe I got this money. Activated the body and you ran your ass out to go do what you was going to do. Just like, you know, some of y'all do your taxes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, right? So when we're talking about our principles, we got to start inside first. The 5 parts of your beings that need to be unified. The 5 parts of your being that you need to practice collective work and responsibility with. The fact is, it'd be easier for us to come together. This is why I'm talking about Ujaama circles now. You know what I'm saying? Because some of us need to be reined in. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and not just on community shit, but just on some personal shit. We got to start working on ourselves. But fam, we're gonna do this toast. I'm sorry. Y'all got me talking. I'm sorry. Right, I remember you teaching that. That was a Sabayet. That was the talk, the workshop. The divine conversation is where we come together and we actually start trying to apply or have a serious conversation on what the Sabayet was about. So that's what we're gonna do this Imani, right? You know. So I'm gonna finish this water and then we're gonna do this toast. Oh, good news. So principles backwards, and this, you know, this I was reminded by this because I already spoke about this before. But stayed all day yesterday. I had to go. There's a conference that I've been blessed to go. Right, and I'm up at the conference. Matter of fact, I gotta go up there today. So I'm up at the conference, Cleveland. I'm up at the conference, and something hits me. I said, I got to have somebody in my circle that could get me up on iTunes. Y'all don't even believe I've been doing podcasting this long. I'm not on iTunes. I'm like, and every time I click the RS feed and figure out how to do it, they would give me a long list. But because my son recently started doing some HTML, I started looking on there, and I started at times I'd be like, this can't be right. But I got to have somebody in my circle after all this time that know how to do it. And the first person that hit me was, well, it was two people, a dentista, and I said, damn, dentista and Anubis. And I'm like, cool. Me and Anubis been speaking recently, so let me, you know, not that me and dentista's not talking, but dentista is doing a piece on the cryptocurrency. I want to bring them back on, but you know, that's if y'all interested in that. But anyway, so I texted Anubis, and Anubis said, well, I don't know. I did it a while ago. He leaves. We leave the conversation. I leave Ohio State. By the time I get to the school, Anubis got step-by-step instructions posted up on my inbox, in my inbox on Facebook. And I looked at it. You're like, oh, what this got to do with a resource, Ujaama? I look at it and trying to do this shit backwards the whole time. First off, I had resources, I had people in my life. It never occurred to me to ask somebody, I want to put my stuff on. Yes, okay, cool. I have some potential exciting news concerning some ICOs. All right. I'm gonna reach out to dentista. We won't be able to do it this Imani. But anyway, I did the follow. I said, damn, you know, and you know the one step that I left out, and this is right, and I never thought about hitting it this way. The whole time I've been trying to get on iTunes through Spreaker. So, you know, they give you directions, and the directions on Spreaker was kind of confusing. But what Anubis did, Anubis told me, he said, brother, you need to have a store account. The shit never occurred to me. And many of us live our life like this. I mean, it's like some simple shit that's keeping us from moving to the next level. It's just a simple thought. It's a simple mistake or something that we just, it's simple and we missed it. We can't miss it no more. You know what I'm saying? We have to be able to pull on each other's resources. And then Anubis said this to me. He said, so I said, thank you. He said, you know, maybe this might need to be the start of the Ujaama collector piece. Because he gave me some information. Now he want to make sure that I utilize it. So I said, you know what, you got a point there. Download the store. I didn't even know I had to download the store. I download the damn store. Right? I get on there. I follow the step-by-step instructions. Not only did I get submit the shows for iTunes, I submitted them for Spotify, and I submitted them for Google Play. I ain't fucking around. We ain't playing. We ain't got time to play no more because our enemy ain't playing with us. Right? I've been looking at a potential audience, scared to move forward because I'm operating. Many of us were operating backwards with our principles, and we're backwards with Ujaama because most of us think it's about money when it's not even about money. Money is the after effect. Once you control the resources, you control the money. How do America control the resources? America control the resources because they have, I'm called the military, that could be anywhere on this planet within 24 to 48 hours to take what they want. Family, and we got to be serious about that. We can't be running when I'm talking about warrior and nation builder and not, you know what I'm saying, and not understanding conflict coming with that. We're calling conflict into our lives because of very vibration, because of even, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Now you can't say nation builder and you on somebody else's turf. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Conflict is gonna come our way. So we have to start learning how to use our resources. We have to start learning how to protect our resources. We have to start learning how to build upon our resources. Right? And the money will come. Just like, because I'm telling y'all, that's what happened with Kwanzaa. Those that was on the committee that's on here, that's what's going to happen with Malcolm X. That's what's going to happen with Juneteenth. I always say that one of the best resources, exactly. And source, if it's too much of it, it can be no good. We have to start learning how to mine for information, family. That's why I said with the Gye-Nyame Journey site, with the Gye-Nyame Journey piece, I want to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Make sure we having good conversation on that, because if you can't go nowhere, I know there's other places, but if you can't go nowhere else on Facebook, you can't go nowhere else on the web where you can come and get sang. I want Gye-Nyame Journey to be a place where you can come and get sang, where we can have a conversation and we could talk, and we can have a good time, and then go back out into that madness. I'm sorry. Look at this. I'm gonna be late. I ain't gonna be late because the kids ready to go to the. But yeah, I'm excited about that, and I will have the store up by Nia. I'm gonna be offering a daily toaster shirt. The only issue is, in order to really make it happen, I'm gonna have to push off about 50 of them. So I'm gonna start with the t-shirt and see. Hopefully, family will support. You know what I'm saying? If not, we'll try it again once we build up our numbers. Because family, we're growing. It's Ujaama, and we had 7 to 8 people checking in already. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? That super phone shit working. All right. So I finally finished the water. Drink your water. All right. You're too rare. I had to go on and bottle some stuff up with the elders. Ran into some village politics. That's so fun. I mean, I take that back. I take that back. It's not necessarily fun. So necessary. So necessary. We need to fall out. We need to have arguments. We don't all need to agree. And we need to get out of this whole, you all got to agree shit. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? One of my older sisters used to call me. She used to call me a trickster. Here he come with that trickster spirit. I'm a Pisces. I'm like, yo, under the conflict. And you know, when individuals are all in agreement, right? It's sort of like death, because no growth. I mean, growth does not happen in a peaceful environment. If you look at growth in any form, when you look at your body, when you look at plants, or what, it doesn't take place in it happens in a hard situation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I'm just saying. I just maybe it's just sorry. See, y'all need to reach out to the family. Let them know. Do not keep Brother Hot Tim up too long. It's rambling, and then we never get to toast our ancestors on time because he rambling. You know what I'm saying? This folktale. I mean, show tonight. Tribal quotes. Let me read the quotes we're gonna be doing. Or at least we're gonna try to get through. Success seemed to be largely a matter of hanging on after others have let go. William Faulkner. This is day 13. For those that had a book, as iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. That's an English proverb. You have iron. If you carry your baby, you steal to do so. Let me say that again. If you carry your baby and you steal, you show it how to do so. That's from Uganda. Alchemy, a very controlled process which allows room for the random. Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? In alchemy and in chemistry, some of the major discoveries happened by accident because something was off. And then really, even scientific fashions grow because an individual has a different theory. I mean, you know, we got to look at the role of conflict and building up of people and stop looking at it as just something that is just meant to beat a person down. No, it helps. It helps keep you. It takes conflict for you to grow muscles. It takes conflict for you to start. I mean, it takes a problem to get your mind working. Stasis and everything is the same and everything is balanced, because you got to understand, family, this is what they try to keep us in. Don't y'all understand this? They like people in a homostasis state. They want to keep you in a balanced state. Maya is a balance. It's not balance. Maya is a balance. Please understand. There's this side and that's this side, and it's conflict. God damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. All right. So y'all know today is Ujaama. We won't even go through that. Let's do the toast, because I gotta, you know, see, I love working with my daily toasters, man. Y'all the bomb. Shots out. All right, so here we go. We lift up our glass to created by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We call on that great source, that great power to guide us, to touch us, to move us. We want to be conscious of this great power. We want to be able to see it flowing through everything, because we know that if it is not, then none of us are without it. So we want to salute that first source, that first ancestor, whatever name you choose to call. We say, I say, from there, without any further ado, we call on our personal ancestors. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Texana, Davis, Herman Brown, Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Chris and Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvara Brown, Jenna Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman L., Normal X, Pet Ma, Ra Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Actor Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxor Brothers, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brusser, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Randerman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kel D. Russell, Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge, Jr., Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Ware, Levita Farmer. I go to Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodis Hasby, Harvey Hasby Sr., Leonard Dickinson, Will Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Lawrence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keats Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolton, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sergeant Thornton, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Becky Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Worlds, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, or Gross, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mae Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amotet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Delma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lucia Eleanor Howe, Franklin Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Rena Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, Brother Nubis, also put in Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Sister Tiandra, Ada Pearl, Jack Wallace, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr. We have Deshaun, and he salutes his mother, Jennifer Sensabaugh. Some other people from our family, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Bradley, Brian Watson Jr., Parsons, Sister Aisha and Dayton, Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Miss Ford, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth and Paul Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dr. D, Dan Wilkinson. Dr. D sends out shouts to her father, Dan Wilkinson Sr. Jackie out of Maryland sends out shouts to Emma McClendon. Then we got Jerry Doyle, and Amina Robinson. So we lift up our Glass family. We salute each and every last one of those ancestors. If you want to get your ancestors on the list, like I said, 614-300, 614-300-1875. And you can just text me. Text hashtag Daily Toast. And you will be able to add your ancestors onto the list. Because a list is going to be sent, a form is going to be sent to you to fill out. Or you can just fill out the form on there by clicking the link when I text you back. That's just I go and pull them down. So we lift up our glass, and we salute those ancestors, right? Okay. From there, family, we move on to the present moment. We know we in Ujaama. We won't call, I won't go through all that right now. Ujaama, remember, family, activate those reticular formations, get out into the world, find our person. Find them, even in it. Find it. You know what I'm saying? You want to identify it, and we want to be able to talk about it where we see it on Gye-Nyame Journey's timeline on Facebook. All right? Not last. We toast our children, our children's children onto infinity. So, because we are a generational people and we are involved in the generational war, and know that we need to salute our children now so that they can salute us later. So we lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, we lift up our glass to all our relations. From their family, I toast you. I thank each and every last one of y'all. I thank you for the responses that y'all be giving to the text. Thank y'all for allowing me to toast your ancestors. All right, it's a privilege. It's an honor. So we lift up. We say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And family, now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey that just happened to be on, that may be on iTunes, Spotify, as well as YouTube music. You know, anime. Oh God. Oh God. This is let's try it. It's Gye-Nyame Journey. What is you high? You tired too? Well, you shouldn't be. I'm sorry, folks. I got to talk to my Phoenix. Get her together. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's try it again. You on Gye-Nyame Journey. This is hard. Of course, you know this is a Heart of a Summer production, and we just have done the Daily Toast. But we strive to blow up your old paradigm. All right, family, I am out. Wait, hold on. Hot damn. Oh, tell the elders, anybody got contact with them, that I got the ambrosia. And it's right at, perfecto. All right, I'm out. All right, YouTube, you next.